I have been sitting outside this room for several minutes in total silence, waiting for this stream to begin. And you have no idea how afraid I am right now. Hello one, hello all. My name is Mitsuna Midori. I am a forensic scientist from the world of mysteries. And this is Ribbit, a Deltarune total conversion mod. And this is a door. Those of you who've played Deltarune before may know what exactly it means. But for the rest of you, it means pain. It means suffering. It means nothing that I actually have any obligation to do, but you put a door in front of me, I'm gonna go open it. Yes, today we are going to be fighting the secret boss, and if it somehow winds up not taking the full 2 hours, then we'll probably finish the game. I have no idea what they've replaced Jevil with, but if we want to find out, we're gonna have to crack this bad boy open at some point. Finally, you have the right key, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Well, what are you waiting for? It's time for us to meet and greet. Okay. Beep, beep, beep. Hang on, my metal detector is picking up a special placebo. Yes, the one on you. What are you packing? Focus, maybe? Oh, you little cheat. You know, I've been playing this game for 5 streams and I still don't actually know what the focus button you keep referring to is. Yeah, that's not gonna fly in my domain. De-equip that crap. But only just that crap. Okay. 556. Tomei, every time you show up here, you have a different nickname, and each one makes slightly less sense than the last. I swear to God, by the time we get to the 1-year anniversary stream, you're going to be calling me, like, Donuts McScrimbly or something. It's not even going to make sense, much like everything else I say. Alright, can we come in now? The every key created a door. The door is now open. Woohoo! Come in, make yourself at home. Psst, hang on. You guys notice something weird? What? Your voice sounds way different. Not at all how it was before. My stranger danger bells are ringing off the cuff. Let's be careful. I've got my axe ready just in case. You've got it ready for any case. I mean, that's why you bring axes, isn't it? Oh, that was a waste. They weren't even in. I mean, who throws an axe anyway? It's not even like a throw an axe. That's just, you just heft a 6-foot-long battle axe and just hoped it landed edge in. Do you have any idea how unlikely that is to work? Even if it did, you didn't put any spin on it, so it wouldn't have hit with any force. God only knows how deep the thing would have cut. For all we know, it might not have even broken skin if it hit at a bad angle. Honestly, you call yourself a murderer. Where could have our mystery person gone? Oh, I wouldn't know. I haven't the faintest idea. Shall we move on with our adventure then? Why do you sound like a text-to-speech program? Guys, are you serious? That's not me. Hey, that's not me either. He's right, I should have went with Microsoft Sam for better accuracy. Whoa, why is this dope naked? You wouldn't happen to be a Jevil, would you? Nah, that was like 10 minutes ago. I'm now whatever the hell this thing is. Yeah, well, joke's on you, now you don't have any arms. They're strong, but how can you type without hands? Not enough about me. What's with your do not steal get-ups? Was the budget too low? Whatever. That's your deal. All I'm saying is you three don't belong in this world. On behalf of my superiors, picky bastards they be, I'm here to restore you to your original selves. You know, Chris, Susie, and Ross are separate characters we friggin' killed like 3 streams ago, man. You ever consider going outside occasionally? It's good for your skin. You might learn something, too. Well, dang, I forgot this was a hard mode mod. You call this restoring? What is wrong with you? I'm going to call what I'm about to do destoring. So you're gonna leave him outside in the sun and wait for him to rot organically? It sounds way easier than what we're about to do, so I'm kind of into it. Move aside, buddy. We don't even know how to use these. Huh. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, dude. Oh, man. Oh, you gonna gang up on me now? Avoid the teamwork from a trio of cowardly, selfish beings. In love, man. Fine. You want to end with your balls out? You got it, fakers. Faker? I think you're the fake soul around here. You're comparing yourself to me? You're not even good enough to be, but I'll make you eat those words. Every name shapeshifts into papyrus. Okay. Well, I'm afraid. Every name. No identity to call their own. They laugh, and they laugh. Hello, it's me, Papyrus, however you say it. Alright, just jump. Oh, frick. Oh, that's not a good sign. Every name believes in you. And Loch Ness. The Loch Ness Monster? They're just like Loch Ness. Because that's a real place, you know. Like, you could go there right now if you were so frick. Every name dabs. Some subversion powder behind their ears. I'm sure they do. You go on a date with Papyrus. It went really great. I'm just gonna give Noino a chance to get his HP cut before I start pumping items into him. Now, does it count as a date if it felt more like 2 friends hanging out? Your defense is dramatically increased for this turn. That's nice. Yeah, that's what I sound like. Frick, 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 frick. Short hops! Short hops! Short hops! Short hops! I did it. Could this be a foe as formidable as last week's Junior Jumble? Yeah, I hate puns. Wait, actually, do I? Zoop, 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 zoop. Frick. Good. Thank you. Look at that heckin' dog. Alright, you've got higher. Susie, use the Duke's fame. Also, there is a time limit on how long we're allowed to spend in the menu. That's great. Spaghetti, I prefer raw noodles. Ouch. Ow. You're really putting the squeeze on us, aren't we? Alright, can you please be alive again? Alright, I'm supposed to speak in all caps, like Skeletor. Good effort, but I'm the patty. Every name is Spare you. Too bad Spare got replaced with Send in this mod. Alright, please unkill the Susie. Prepare to be captured by the Great Whatever. Come on, Serpentine, Serpentine! Frick. Frick. I hate this game. What even was that? It trips into Undyne. I was never good at this one either. Alright, I see what your game is. Can you get back up? Let's use the defibrillator. So how do you pronounce Undine, anyway? That's a good question, Undyne. Clearly, I don't know. Battlefield fills up with cool smoke effects because of the nearby burning kitchen. Right, everyone heal. Don't want you dying on me. Yeah, and so fourth, frick, doot, asshole. Alright, just heal every turn, we'll be fine. I thought you liked justice. Let's see what that has to do with anything. Alright, personal space, Mac. Everybody makes a face, but it's not like you can see it from here. Don't panic, we're just doing a little training. Alright. Yeah, bring it around town. And feigns an angry grunt before bursting into laughter. Give me 20, punk. 20 deaths. You will make your... Frick. Nope, that's it. This is not keyboard control friendly. Aha, video games, you see? Alright, you're gonna make me manually redo this every time, aren't you? It's not even like a useful item, I don't know what you're going on about. Alright, Douche Weasel, you wanna play this again? I'm very cross with you. Yep, self-defense, yeah, sure, whatever helps you sleep at night, my good man. Your name is wondering why the bone-stealing dog didn't show up yet. Yeah, sure, whatever. Can you please not be dead now? Use the defibrillator. No, use fucking whatever. See, the joke is that actually, Pyrus doesn't eat puns. That is a reductive idea dreamt up by the fandom. And also we have no TP now, for some reason. That's obnoxious. Where is the fucking ground in this place? This isn't difficult, this is just raw memorization. Getting tired of dealing with you. It's only been less than half an hour. Okay, turbo fuck this. When do I get my actual progress, please, sir? That is all I ask. You, get back up. I have shit to do after this at some point. Alright, I'm supposed to speak in all caps. There's some shit, probably. Alright, what's your story? A melody circles the air. Won't you play along? Memories came rushing back. Your instability frames permanently went up by 24. That's nice, I guess. Short-ups, short-ups. Short-ups. And now we're all fucking dead anyway, so what's it matter? Sue's defense. How do you pronounce Undine anyway? Yes, truly it is a conundrum. Top 10 mysteries science still can't solve or something. Every name suplex is a pebble. It's been a long day. And so, fourth, yeah, that'll learn ya. Thought you liked justice. I mean, there's just us and you in here. Defense. Heal 50. Defense. Don't panic, we're just doing a little training. Oh, this feels way less intuitive than it looks. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. It feigns an angry grunt before bursting into laughter. That'll teach ya. Right, heal. Defense. Today's forecast, raining spears. But you just be sure to dodge in little circles. Let's try this again. Alright. Good times, good times. Don't know how useful this will actually be to me. Not running from me this time! Or any other time, apparently. Alright, how many directions do you expect me to be looking in at once here? His armor starting to rust. That's probably something, I'm sure. It makes a face, but it's not like you can see it from here. Ah, we are hemorrhaging. We are hemorrhaging items very quickly. Now this will be your final test. You can't touch me, you don't track items. Her name shapeshifts into Metaton. The actual one. Alright. Oh no. That was alright. Every name assures you that this is not an act. Getting tired, let's take a quiz break. 300 is fun range value. 1 through 90, nope. Okay, I tried. Every name was about to ask more questions, but realized I've already done a quiz show. Oh, this sure is no fun whatsoever. Are the T's and Metaton silent? I can't tell. Like, how much shit are you throwing at me? Strikes a pose for the thumbnail. Yep, we all appreciate you very much, I'm sure. Oh, what an outstanding form and shit. I don't know. My controls are not this good. What are you trying to accomplish? That was nice. It seems like we've left the Earth's atmosphere. That's it. Well, this run's probably done for. No fair, I'm the only one allowed to spam. Oh, come on. You're just deliberately being obtuse. Alright. Oh, fucking shit. Okay. Will you please work on your hitboxes if you're going to, like, recreate a game that already exists? That is kind of important. Never stop moving, that's all there is to it. Okay, this run's done for. Video games are what people do when self-fun feels like too much effort. And Papyrus, that sure is who you are right now. I'm very proud of you. That's not difficult, that's just a dirty trick. And the, Hi, I'm kinda distracted right now, but it's good to see you. I need to stretch. Kinda busy at the moment. I cannot linger on these menus either. Fucking shit, this is impossible. Okay, sure, that's fine. That's good game design. I don't hate that. Now, I did a quick stretch because I can't get in a full-length low under the circumstances. Anyway, bones, huh? be captured by the great whatever. Yep. Glad to know you care about this as much as I do. Which is to say, you just wish it would end. Preferably today, not like that. Asshole. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I did read a bit about this mod before I started playing it. One thing I saw a lot of was people praising this specific boss fight as being a very accurate, like, recreation of, you know, the relevant sections from Undertale. And now that I'm actually playing it, it is not. Like, wow, you figured out how to put color-coded bullets in your game. We're so impressed. But the physics and the hitboxes, they're all really subtly off in a way that's, like, just driving me absolutely insane. But, you know, it's kind of important when you're deliberately doing an escalation of the original setup of the game you're playing. By the way, Doctor, when you do read-ups of games that you're afraid of coming up spoilers, I mean, I don't do that normally. I did this because it's a fucking game mod, and how else was I going to, like, learn it exists at all, you know? That's a dick move. It's not gonna stop being a dick move just because you, get back up. Shut ups, shut ups, shut ups. Long hops sometimes. Zoop, 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 up, zoop, zoop. And I'm sparing you. Aha, meta humor. Come on. Give me some iframes, goddarn it. See, this makes life marginally less miserable. Marginally. Alright. After that, I think I will, thank you. No, I don't hear yourself up a hair. I want you dying on me. You just had a freaking character arc. I'll get a boop. Yeah, bump. Alright. Now the weird, uncomfortable bit with the diagonal bullets and the show off the unnecessarily complex patterns, you know, all the lazy game devs' way of designing boss fights. But you're like justice. I mean, it is just us and you here. Oh. Alright, more iframes. Just keep it right on beat. Yep, sure, that sounds correct somehow. Just wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? It makes a face. I don't have a face. least you're not gonna when I'm through with you. How do I get out of this earlier? Every name has advanced from cooking lessons to cooking your goose lessons. It's funny somehow. Right, bounce, 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 bounce. Do 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 it. I don't get back up. You stop being dead. Let's make your final test. Alright, they can't track you, that's the important thing. They just go where you were the moment they spawned in, so as long as you are moving somewhere, you will be fine. Give me that, give me that. Okay. Can we have some more healing, please? Oh. Eat your vein, Susie. I'm tired, let's take a quick break. And here's fun range value. Okay, is it 1 to 100? I don't know. Please stop killing all of my friends. I am trying to save up for more. I'll say. Where the hell is all of our progress? I suppose for the thumb. I'd like to actually hit those arms at some point. That'd be great. What is this fucking fight? Jesus. It seems we've left Earth's atmosphere. Come on, just make it out the far side. Make it out the far side. Then we just straight up shot him with a rocket. I have shapeshifted into myself. Fuck it. Everyone heal up. Hey, how does Send do? You the frog, attack 10, HP 90. If they hopped like a frog, they'd break both their legs. That's really sad. You the frog, declare that I am the stupid and also that my name sounds suspiciously like an OC. Aren't you rude? Goop, ow, goop. Now, I know Kung Fu. Now that I am a frog, I have to say, this was the worst decision of my life. That is, I just fight every enemy I see. I don't think that's quite how it works, actually. Alright, what is this? What is this movement pattern? Give me more iframes. I like not dying, thank you. Man, I thought my name sucked. I mean, it does, make no mistake. Alright. I can shoot you better than you fuck. Alright. Fuck your soul. What do you mean? It's perfectly clear who's talking right now. That's the last of our healing items. Hey, look at this. I'm doing the only strategy you've had this whole fight. Yep. Dope. Oh, I know. Susie, you've got it all wrong. I'm the real you. Funny, somehow I find that hard to believe. Like genocide runs? No, I'm not playing a genocide run. I don't know why you'd make that joke. Oh boy. Oh, come on. There's a pacifist run? I didn't know. Alright, I can in fact outshoot you. That's good at least. Your name shapeshifts into Flowey. Flowey the flower. You sure did just call me an idiot. You sure showed me. Oh. This is going very poorly. Yeah, Susie's the one with the healing spell here. Are these pellets really all I have? Yeah, Doug, you, shapeshifted as somebody who never fought any other way. Something truly dangerous is about to happen. Do. Never mind, just found the end all be all. Yeah, talk to the hand. Steppy, 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 stepper, steppy. Gib. Fuck. Those weren't even healing me, were they? They were healing, like... Hi, Mr. Help Chucker. I feed crumbs of myself to nearby ducks and geese. No, you don't, you Chuck Help. Oh, okay, fine, I guess now just gonna say so, Jesus. Dick. I mean, how about that shapeshifter? Kind of a long fight, isn't it? If you want, I can search from the halfway up after the Metaton phase. Yes, I would like to never do this again, if that's cool. Susan Farlone. Wait, seriously? That's her name? Quit making stuff up. I will do nothing of the sorts. Well. Seriously, how do you activate focus? There we go. The most musical tune you ever did hear. Man, why are you such a prick? Ah, this is going to kill me, I can see it already. Yep. Oh gee, how did I see that coming? It's almost like I understand what dog shit at this game I am. Die 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 die. I know, get back up. Oh, that's horseshit. Yep, show us the fucking whatever. Yep, it's cheating when I do it, but not you. I see how it is. Your name does suck. Let's not lie to ourselves here. Come on. Yeah. Fuck you. Yep. Keep on frogging things up. Boop. There's really just no way to avoid that, despite what the game would have you believe. Everybody get back up. Places to go after this. Out. I'm gonna call you an idiot. Everybody get up. Alright. Yep. Just bonk me with the hilt of that knife before the fight's even started. I see how it is. Cody out of here. Ow. But this is the end. It wasn't worth it. I regret every moment I didn't die. Okay, there's a ceiling up there. It would have been nice to know that sooner. randomness is the same thing as fair difficulty, right? Boom, 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 boom. Give me some iframes to work with, please. What is that pattern and how am I meant to work with it? Shoot you, shoot you, shoot you, shoot you, shoot you till you die. Music boxes. Hey, come on. Eat shit. Get back up. Fuck off and die, thank you. Probably make some effort to actually preserve our items. Everyone play defense. Can this be over soon, please? Dr. Meatsta, you've got this. Prior performance would suggest I don't. Yep, that's just a big old crowded room is what that is. Come on, move. You gotta have some sort of pattern, otherwise you're not actually, like, making a playable fight. I mean, any complete evolutionary dead end can just program a random number generator and put in some sprites. Well, of course I fell for that, why wouldn't I? Alright, who's next? Every name plans to beat this game. Well, I don't particularly care what every name plans. I'll get back up. As real, as real, as real. None of the above, most likely. I will show you what for. For some reason, an angel just got their wings. Funny, I didn't hear any bells ringing. I'm real tired of pronouncing these names. Look, man, it's my fault you're incredibly dumb. Alright, you know this fight was deliberately designed around not actually being playable, right? Every name plans to beat an RPG, they just got all these other items in their backlog. Meh. He's a goat. Ow. What are you even doing right now, my good man? I don't know, I was moving, you all saw it. Alright, good enough. Oh, I've got a lot of power for a 10-year-old. And I suppose you do. That is a factually correct statement. Everything shapeshifts into... Alright, when is this over? Seriously. Oh. Well, there goes the run. Good effort, everybody. Come on, we're even... Everyday nostalgically reminiscences of their doesn't break up. Let's give Alright. Oh my god, an actual original attack pattern that actually kind of makes sense. What is this? Everybody stare right through you, but they have to kind of squint. Your eyes are bright. Oh. Why diagonals? I missed. Except for the fact that I'm not funny, reading this might not be a good use of your time. Just want to get back up. That's not my catchphrase. Stay, move, stay, move, stay, move, stay, move, stay, move, stay. You look at Susie. Her calm demeanor in the face of danger starts rubbing off on you. I mean, you could bake tea. I'm not sure it'd be a good idea, but you, totally could. Ow. Ow. Okay, sure, that makes sense. You look at Noino. He's fucking dead. Didn't read the rest of that. What is even happening right now? Wait, okay, it's time out. At this rate, I won't. I can't. Yeesh, isn't this annoying? Isn't this infuriating? Isn't this not worth it? So you want to live? Fine. You have to live. Don't waste this second chance. Especially how much you bunged the first. Catch up another time. Okay, fortunately, at least the decency to die on a scene that's like not auto-scrolling uniquely among this entire fight. This entire poorly conceived fight. But did you really think I'd miss out on the chance to transform into Sans Undertale? You see, the joke is that this fight sucks. Just like every other part of this fight. Well, it looks like we're, boned. Okay, I'm bored. You can go now. Yeah, to hell with this. Now like I'm ever pinched on the cheek for a job well screwed. Thanks for the laughs, game's at least a quarter of a thrill right there. Sure, let's do this again sometime. Well, let's not. In retrospect, fighting really is a boring little endeavor. But seeing your resistance against wanting to slap the ever-living hell out of me, I do respect that, you know? Maybe there's some hope left for you after all. There isn't. Yeah, well, I put emphasis on the word maybe, didn't I? Here. For the frog that's not quite a frog. Meow. Every name was added to your placebos. And he seems like he's doing well for himself, and the girl pretends not to care. By process of elimination, seems like you're the only one who needs help, Frogling. And boy do ya. Keep that chin up. After having to spend time with me, surely things can't get much worse. I don't disagree. Alright, boom, go away, bye-bye, ta-ta, and so forth. Right, how this lava pit appeared right after we safely crossed this gap. You're weird. Man, that fight sure was miserable. Has been honest, redeemed to hydrate. Thank you very much. And a stretch, sure, whatever. With this, you can discard your identity and start anew. As someone stronger. Call me Suzanne. Call me Hanson. No. Alright. 13, 7, 6, 3. Alright. Alright, that means we have... no use for focus, which, given that I did wind up never finding the actual button to activate that, guess either means we're doing all good for ourselves. Oh god, that hurt. Well, this is a waste of your time and mine. Let's get out of here. This game is vastly outstayed its welcome. Alright. Just gotta head on upstairs. Gotta head back up to the first floor. Take this elevator back up to the top. And we should have nothing left but the final boss. And we got some money, let's restock on our items. I don't know what you are. But you must have some effect, otherwise you wouldn't be in this game. We already had one of these, god damn it. Fine, fuck it, let's leave. I don't care anymore. Be going with ye. It's a doorish, gate-ish, portal-ish shape. This is the point of no return. And again now means you're finished with everything else. Sure. I got nothing to lose at this point. You tried to open the gate, but there's no handle. Even just touching the gate itself, or knocking against it, does nothing. It's not budging? Wait, okay, let me try. Ah, that sucked. Well, at least you tried, and now you have a broken nose for it. The moral of the story, children? Never try. Well, no worries. I'll find us a way. I mean, all we gotta do is... All we gotta do is big, then we'll be the ones calling the shots. All we need to do... Oh, man. Now. Draw this way. Come on, not now. Stand back. And then he stood back. See? They're friends now. The hell is that accent? There we go. Vessel. Or possibly whistle. A nuclear whistle. Can't believe Susie is a nuclear vessel the whole time. She is a robot, she's got to be powered by something. What did it mean by vessel? How were you able to open that gate? Susie, what the hell have you been keeping from us? Who are you? Were you... Have you been... You'll see. Susie! Wait, I'm having serious second thoughts here. Oh, we know she's been leading us into a trap all along. I gotta just follow her, right? No, he's a happy boy. And then he just kinda left. Are you real? How can I be real if our eyes aren't real? Or for real is more like. Name's No. We're here to help. Right. I'm sorry to doubt this isn't the first time I've heard these words. I get it. Things have been pretty hopeless for you guys. But don't worry, I've got these two. In any case, look, you're looking like a bona fide magic wielder. You know, that is a totally fair assessment. Magic? Wait, you mean to tell me that power hasn't died out? There's no way it could. There'll always be people who can learn it. Well, if you really do wield it, that'd be wonderful. You going to use it to make things better? That's the plan. But before all that, I think we should evacuate you first. There's no telling what'll happen to the lodge once we're done. Well, I'd like to go, but my leg, it's not doing so well. Shame I wasn't born with arms, or I could have at least crawled my way out of here. What a bad joke that was. Nonyo, was it? Not quite, it's... Nonyo, if it's not too much to ask. Say no more, one healing spell coming right up, or they can help too, I guess. You know how to patch up a broken leg, you? They're going on their own. Aw, they're finally developing some initiative. Oh. Go! And he ran away. Stop it. You? I'm surprised they're not playing the Gmod banging sounds. Fight, fight, fight! Good job, you. I gave you that special bonus item and you've still lost. What am I keeping you around for? What is wrong with you two? Ever since we got here, you've acted nothing short of horrible. Now with Susie, I'm not surprised, but you? I thought you understood. I viewed you as a hero. What kind of hero just starts swinging your sword at innocence? I'm ashamed. I really hoped you were better than this. And yet you're the one making us about to end our mother's lives. That's not the same thing, and you know it. They're not innocent. What if I care too much about my mom to kill her for the world's sake? Then... I'm sorry, but they're destroying. I never even agreed to help you. Eh? Have you ever considered anyone's opinion other than your own? Have you even once stopped to think about how we feel? Have you ever wondered if we're scared, uncertain? Or did you plan to sacrifice our lives to outweigh all that? Will you please stop saying lives instead of lives? It's really distracting. No one's getting sacrificed. We're... Save your comfort. Truth is, this isn't about fear. We just don't care. We never did. From the moment we've met. The only reason one of us even bothered tagging along with you is because you threatened them into submission. And of course, now that we know those were just empty threats, pray tell, what reason is there to keep on following your lead? So and selflessly crown you as king, so we can wish everybody back to life. Do you trust Lancer that much, even though he just ditched us? Like hell you do. You're still a selfish brat, Tim. You just got better at hiding it. You, please, say something. Alright, it's not a press the B button, stupid Mario. We can't press the B button. Everything's so screwed, and that's not even the worst part. What's really awful is everyone telling me to let go of the one thing keeping me going. I don't know what to do anymore. But you're probably right. Why would anyone want to save this wasteland? Alright, the corruption sure does seem to be changing its opinion about Susie every few minutes. That's sure good to know. Also, there appears to not be a door here anymore. That's unfortunate. How did Noino leave in that case? We might never find out. Hello, Walter. I'm surprised we're still alive. Anyway. How can a frog get a sword and not use it to kill whatever gets in their way? Archer, no. God, the thumb, it's in my eye. It's in my eye. Ah, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you missed the super fun bit where I complained about how unnecessarily poorly balanced the, no, Walter, not you, Anyway, you all missed the part where I spent the first hour of the stream complaining about how poorly balanced the bonus boss is. Anyway, we got the rest of the game in front of us, so, come on, you, it doesn't make any sense. I hope you're not just stalling for time. How many siblings did we have, anyway? I'm the point of return. You may have met my brother, the point of no return. He's a liar and a fraud. Use me and I'll rewind time to before you entered the Blue Gate. Do you want to go back? Nah, it's fine. Okay, but if you ever see the point of no return again, tell I'm itching for a fight. Shirtless in the rain. Okay, I'll be sure to do that. A crumpled photo sits in the corner, as if someone didn't want to look at it. It's a photo of Susie and a human. It was taken in the orphanage. They look close. She's even smiling in a way you haven't seen before. Also, she doesn't have her glowing eyes here. But the human does. How curious indeed. You're throwing lore at me and I'm not appreciating any of it like you insist on vague posting. The Modern Indie Game Playbook 101. It's a diary. There's just one entry inside. Written in purple ink. On purple pages, too. It's amazing it's legible at all. Wrapped up my duties. Our servants should be able to automate things for a while. And I'm off to scout for further potentials. If everything goes right, please expect me back by 10 o'clock. Isn't it 10 right now? I don't know, is it? It's, 6 where I am. It's likely there might have been more entries at one point. It just might get periodically erased, so others can't snoop. To be fair, though, that kind of eliminates the point of a diary. You still smell the alcohol off these empty bottles. Someone must have been expecting to spend a lot of time here. And judging by how much got downed, the amount of time was clearly not enough. You open the closet. Mountains of chalk start spilling out. You shut the closet quick. Heavy breaths. Contemplating. What the hell did you just see? Chalk. You open the closet again, there was nothing inside. Schrodinger's chalk. You see, it's funny because of that one time Susie ate chalk and that's her personality now. You can't make a joke about papyrus, like in spaghetti and puns, and then not just go doing that game, honestly. Window to the outside world. Not to mention the only one in the whole building. Someone must have specifically wanted it to be installed here. Probably someone wistful, who enjoys writing diary entries and staring out the window. their fist pressed against their chin, thinking, I sure hopes no one reads my diary. So it sounds like this is Susie's room. God only knows where they're going with this, though. Come over. Not much to look at. In fact, would you believe we've already seen everything? Twisting pathways, treasure chests, ghostly creatures. You've seen them. You've opened them. You've fought them. All of them. What's new and exciting is about to become routine. Tomorrow onward, you'll wake up again. And you'll traverse the same roads again. And you'll hear me say the word again. Here we go again. Vocabulary only has so many words. Are you considering buying a dictionary? Maybe a thesaurus if you need some direction. The worlds only have so many ways to go. Life lasts too long. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Again. Hey, she did say the word again. She wasn't lying to motherfucker. Hey. I actually do like spaces. Waiting for your goddamn OBS to reconnect. I'd lose a lot of its luster, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Hey, I have a question. What do you think about me? Isn't there something in particular you'd like to express? Something honest? But then there were other times when she made an effort to protect you. So really, doesn't it all balance out? Maybe she's not such a bad person. Susie called you her friend. No one's ever done that before. But then, it makes her kind of an intriguing person to be around, doesn't it? But then you'll be left all alone. Stay with me. Seriously? Oh well. Now Susie seems almost as disappointed as I am. Luckily, there are ways to escape routine. Usually they start small yet intimidating tasks. Just little things. Help escape your comfort zone. And then we escalate from there. Luna Runity, thank you for following. I'm certainly suspicious enough to warrant it. Welcome to the stream. We're in the middle of a cutscene, so I can't really just explain what's going on. Joey, Paul, Willie, and Frankie, and their million identical twins. Oh. So could y'all have just done that at any time? Because, kinda seems like a bit of a waste. Just, it's been fighting me normal for way. Let's hope Nino wasn't down there. I mean, we could hope that. Scream! That sure is a lot of spirits. And there were a lot of bottles back there, it's only sensible. Anyway, who's over here? Goodness me, Susan, your mother is enormous. Yeah, your mama's so fat the Principality of Zeon tried to drop her on Earth. Your mama's so fat when she sits around the house, she really sits around the house. Oh, hey, I'm not done yet. Because your mama's so fat that she's got a significantly increased risk of various cardiovascular disorders. She should probably talk to a doctor just to get a regular checkup. Your mama's so fat last time she did a cannonball in the sea. She caused a massive tsunami. Yeah. Man, I should have rehearsed these before we started. Your mama's hair is so natty that she gotta take painkillers before she brushes in the morning. I can only bonk you once per minute. That ain't luck. I believe in making my own luck. Anyway, that frog has hair. That seems biologically inaccurate somehow. Fucking God. I haven't got much to say. I've been talking to my mother for many months now, after all. Mama's so fat her belly button gets home 15 minutes before she does, yeah. See, Luna gets it. Luna, you're one of my people. At best, I can let her know about the weather. Rainy. I mean, it's a horrible rain of death, but rain's rain. We'll let you and your mom catch up. I'm sure we got much to discuss after all these years. And then the rest of the world just kind of exploded. Magnificent. Jesus, I didn't realize Mom had such a foul mouth, Christ. Never mind. We don't have time to talk. We don't have time for anything anymore. And I can't believe your mama joke was so bad it made the stream itself just shake its head and walk away for a bit. In a way, that's almost as impressive as if you'd done a good one. Almost. This world's about to die anyway. I failed again, Mom. Reset us back to the start. Ow. 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 Quit it! Quit it! No matter how much a mother will hate their child, they'll always feel the need to forgive them. That is not true. Looking from a third-person perspective, you may not understand why would they bother. But a mother knows best. Get up, you idiots. Well, 2 hurts. No, you're not. You just want to think you are. That's how I realized the mothers weren't responsible for ruining the world. On the surface, yes, they are the culprits because they're the ones who swung the hatchet. Just like how Susie swung one, with the Phantom guiding her arm. Didn't I say this way back when? To destroy the world, the mothers united into a singular abomination. Well, clearly they're not united here. They're looking at hallucinations, not real monsters. Whatever they are, they're hiding away. The conscious listen, they pay attention, they care if they're threatened. Also, the unconscious can take advantage of such traits and manipulate them. The mothers used to have a heart. That's how they became the puppets of a monster. I can't believe you're filling us in after all that was said. Now, don't get me wrong, I still think you suck. Right along with you two. You know what your words did? They annoyed me. And that only makes me want to kick someone's ass even more. So hey, might as well not bottle up my feelings, right? I won't run anymore. I'm doing this whether I like it or not. Noino initiated his own battle. This monster was a parasite, requiring 1 or more hosts to even exist. When me and others saw through its hosts, behind them was a being we got very confused by. And when it saw us, for some reason all it thought about was hands. King Noino, 2020X. So we know there's gonna be a happy ending at least. Alright. And now violence. It's the true villain behind the game. Oh my god, it is Monos. Bum 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 bum. You encountered a I don't know, man, I just work here. Monos 1966. Anyway, your villain was hands all along. You know, somehow I don't think the master would approve of this either. And what's your story? Monos 1966. Born in the field, hidden in the forest. Lures the unsuspecting into the lodge. Yep. For those of you who don't know, this is the bad guy. This is a living cloak of the bad guy from the, incredibly bad 60s movie Monos the Hands of Fate, famous solely for having a riff on Mystery Science Theater 3000. It's just kinda got a big pair of hands on it. Yeah. We might have forgotten it for a moment, but this is still a meme mod, let us not forget. Monos is an ever-expanding mass of control, reducing everything and everyone to basic impulses. I don't get it either, buddy. Bum 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 bum. Right, yeah, put her there. Put her there, buddy. Okay, I didn't think the movie was that bad. Anyway, no, response. Ooh, eyes on me. Now I didn't even ask you to help this time. I was entirely ready to accept I had to fight the thing on my own. You could have ran. You could have sat there and took the hits. But you're still here, fighting of your own volition. Say what you will, but those shaking hands say everything. Fear equals the will to survive. You got motivated. The motivate act became inertia. I don't quite know what to make of that. Hey, ow. He's doing the thing, that thing, ow. Okay, just gotta figure out the timing here. I mean, yes it did, we can all see that. Temporary defense. You will heal up Noino, because that's a thing you can do now. Okay, alright. Shut up there, Noino. I mean, this ain't shit. This barely even counts as a monster. Here's the teeth, the scales, the everything monster-like. Come on, we're fighting Monos, not Gamera. That's a whole different episode of Mystery Science Theater. Instead, after all this build-up, all we got was someone's school play outfit. I know, got motivated. His motivated act became Try Hope. Come on, just thread the needle, okay. So I've heard. Right, that's Ultima Heal, yep. Susan, exchange some words, please. Hey, Susie. Forget it. No, don't worry, I know you hate listening to sense and logic. Actually, that murder thing you like so much, seems like this is the one time you're totally allowed to do it. Why don't you showcase how far you've honed those skills? Susie got motivated. Her motivate act became Hurt Noino. Stick to the metal, stick to the metal. The question marks remained in place. Yeah, sure, this seems like it'll be good for a laugh. Ah, that's some half-assed dark humor you've got there, Susie. It's so dark, in fact, I can't see what I'm supposed to be laughing at. Alright, so we're supposed to be avoiding that thing I just did. That's a good sign. Alright. Unhand them, fiends! Our buddy boy did nothing. We all love him for it. Alright, here we go. Oh, why are they still spades? That seems lazy. Alright, quit yelling at me, we're making progress. Noino's bravery was reflected within all. Noino casts Try Hope. Man, Susie is really resistant to getting healed, isn't he? isn't she? Aren't they? That you're a robot. Oh, you've got time, do you? I don't expect as much from someone who dresses like that to an employee. Oh, goodness me. Man, I can't believe Noino is fucking dead. That is weirdly consistent, isn't it? Anyway, don't worry, I was able to use those defibrillators we had lying around on the street, but should be fine. Can we get our motivation back up, please, and thank you? You tried to calm down, but you can't stop hyperventilating, and everyone is laughing at you, and... That's nice. Good old rock, nothing beats that. That's awkward. Dick. You tried to calm down, but you can't do this. Good for you. Ow. It's not even fair. Gotta hand it to him. He's got some pretty unique attacks. That's the same dialogue. Wait. This is not the sort of finger banging I like dealing with, thank you. Alright. Wave your hands in the air like you don't care. Alright, back on your feet. Back on your feet. Draw. Okay, so that counts as a loss, I see how it is. Can we take some gum? Susie tossed gum at the enemy, but nothing happened. Alright, now it's at least got hands, that's marginally on theme. No, not... No, I can't see! Manos was inexplainably angry. You tried to calm down, but that you don't care, and that you're insane, and... Right, an attempt was made. It's fine. Zigzag, zigzag, serpentine, serpentine! You tried to calm down, but that means you don't care, that means you just... Yeah, I'm glad you're as confused as I am, at least. Hey, over there yet? Oh. It's me now. I'm the master. Would you quit looking at me like that? You missed, Egypt. Ow. So when are we, like, allowed to leave? You stop yelling at me. It's very rude. Didn't you, Man, how many times can you lose a single fight? Ow. Unhand them, you fiend! Ow. Ow. There's not really any way I can avert to this, is there? Yeah. Well, I'm only most of the way dead. That counts. Susie's soul is still inside of the creature. The creature which is demonic in nature. Very icky, no good. Should probably do something about that. She's mine. Not yours. She chose loyalty to Manos. You are not even loyal to yourself. No loyalty, no hope. Death follows strong behind you. Alright, you. Time to make a choice. The last frog alive, the last hope remaining. The Master will not approve. So, remember that little thing we spent most of the game talking about? But our frogs can grant wishes. Master 1966. The host and the parasite in total symbiosis. The Master happens to be Manos' loyal servant, formerly known as Susie. She's become nothing more than the veins that charge Manos' blank sociopathy. You finally starting to wake up, buddy boy? Maybe now you'll actually, be a bit of a challenge. Manos is gaining the concept of memory. Yeah, well, you know, I played Sonic and the Secret Rings back in the day. I know how you deal with wish granters. Lancer said you would only grant a wish to who you trust most. And right now, it's... Before I go, I wish to have just one date without buckets of chicken involved. Can't believe we were actually a relative of the scout from Team Fortress 2 this whole time. Alright, paper covers rock. There we go. Manos feels heartbroken. So broken. Why does it have to feel this way? Anyway, hey Jackass, I got another wish. You defied the rule of one wish per person and brought down another onto the world. I wish for a resolution to everyone's past, if I can stop myself from knowing my own. You had quite the, family, you. Now they're all dead. Well, I guess that answers that question. Ow. Quit poking me. It stings slightly. One of those begs, screams for help. Be sure to dodge and lit. That's not how that works. Monos keeps scratching at its cloth, trying to kill what's not there. And we got another wish for ya. Now going back now. That's what it takes. You'll summon all of the wishes. I wish for more Danganronpa references. 6 were clearly not enough. Boo! You know, somehow I feel like I could do fine without. Doo-doo. 36. Oh, that's nice. The boopies. Oh, frick, ow. Alright. Too bad for you, I haven't been rather good putting puzzle pieces together. Monos has become obsessed with gaining your power. 4th wish onward, and it's far from the last. But now, I wish to see the sights of the world, and to roll them all up into vast space. Well, I wish they'd come up with a new Katamari Damacy game, but we can't all get what we want now, can we? Oh. It's gotta be more than this. What exactly am I looking for here? Okay, that's nice. Anyway, how can one frog gain possession of a seemingly infinite amount of wishes? I wish for the world to never need me. But maybe one day I just might. That's a very poorly phrased wish, my good man. That is definitely going to explode in your face. See, this is why you couldn't talk for over half your franchise. Wait, gotta hand it to you sure do have a lot of bullets in there. You keeping all these things. Ow. Yeah, well, we have all got our problems, my good man. Alright. I'm about to rock you like a hurricane. Keep scratching its cloth, good for you. When in doubt, just have hands move slightly. That's the same thing as a unique attack. Sure, they're trying to go for some sort of a back to basics approach, but doesn't make for much to talk about when you're playing, does it? You're starting to gradually realize the real cause behind this power. I wish my friend chose to draw something I recognize. You know, I don't see how any of these wishes are helping us. Oh, serpentine, serpentine! Zigzag, make yourself unhit! Oh. Oh. This movement feels stiff somehow. Never had this much problem with the actual Deltarune. 72%. Ow. Manos has become something, I'm sure. Wait, the bullet box is green, but it's still dealing damage and not healing me. That's just flatly dishonest. Monos imitates human behavior, but doesn't get the genuinity behind it. One, I'm pretty sure that's not a real word. Two, are you seriously kidding me right now? One short. Oh, come on, get it over with. What are you even doing right now? I have no control over my own movement if you move like that. Get back up there. It's not about sheer will or bravery. The reason is simpler than it seems. I wish to remain free, to be my own man, with my own meaning of fun. Thank you, Majima. Truly, you are the only sensible person here, as usual. Alright, let's get this back on track. Alright, how rude. How many frogs are gonna show up? Well, we're on 8th now. 9 if you count, you themselves. Which you probably should. They are a frog despite everything. Be sure to dodge in little circles. Beep beep. Ow. Boink. Alright, that's just me, what that is. Monos' boss banter, written by a 90s songwriter of some sort. An attempt was made. Monos is gating the concept of memory. I am gaining because of the falling stars. How did that add? Shoot, 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 bang, 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 bang. Ow. There's a lot of shit happening up here, isn't there? It's okay. The mod's nearly over. And thank God for it. Point. Alright, paper covers rock. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Thank you. Now to shave a bit off of us. There. That ought to learn ya. We haven't had a JoJo frog yet. Well, now's their last chance. This ought to be enough. With the strength of the frogs surrounding you, you put it all into the final wish. Honestly, you've gotten too serious lately. I may not be very good at telling jokes, but here's one for the folks. And then everyone died. The end. It turns out we were on a floating continent the whole time. What a twist. Wait, so they were on a floating island all along? Don't steal my jokes. Who even are you? They just throw new characters at me. How much food do you think is on there? One. One food. We did it. What happened? I feel so sore all of a sudden. Fucking hell, I sat on the floor. Once more. Jesus, this hurts. Almost feels like I'm dying. Because of the headache. Wait a second. Headache, nothing. We actually did it. Holy shit, we actually did it. King Dino, I've gathered the remaining survivors. King? Me, wait, more important, how did you even know my name? Is everything okay, my king? Anybody who wouldn't know your name would be living under a rock. It is 1978. Yeah, that snail's probably happier than I am. You're our ruler. You have been since, gee, a long time. Since 1979. But that's crazy. I never even... I mean, who made me king in the first place? Who? There were a lot of shooting stars up there. Regardless, I don't know if I can do this. I feel unprepared. I feel... If we wanted... What? I said, isn't this what you wanted? This is no time to panic. Collect yourself. Think back to why you came here in the first place. You said there were more survivors outside, yes? Yes, my liege. This is just the voice I'm stuck with now, I guess. We're all committed to the bit. Start a head count. You're probably good at, not losing track of numbers. And having to restart the count 15 times in a row. It's what I was born for, my king. Oh, do you find a muscular-looking guy, bring him to me. We've got an AI to repair. Yeah, just don't ask it to make art. A lot of people on Twitter have very strong opinions about that. And you. I like you. Just need to say that. I like you too. Thank you, Mr. Snail. Ah, and you over there. Gonna need you to... Have we met? Ha ha ha! Truly, we forget those who help us most. I am Rule's God, thy ally in secret, and it was my cunning intellect that got thou this far. Yeah. Thou see, this dreadful lodge had myriads of puzzlers once. The dastardly, deadliest puzzle, impossiblest to solve. Just before thy arrival, I turned them all soft. Just like that. That trip was, how you'll say, smooth sailing, no? Oh, no need for gratitude, just doing my part. Well, you seem qualified enough. I'll take it. Had to be the leader of the Royal Knights Army. But wait. Now it's time to talk. Gear up. There's probably still some leftover ghosts roaming around. Somebody's gotta add before they eat someone alive. Ah, sure, verily. I shall do that post haste. Here I go to slay this vermin, and I'm not just running away. Very shortly after leaving off screen, Rules broke out into a full sprint. Got weirdly quiet out of nowhere. Oh, hey, you two are still alive. Nice. And, you? Susie, you guys can... What do you want to do? Near as I'm aware, we pose a danger to you and the rest of the folk. It shouldn't even be said. There's only one thing we can do. Okay, I mean, you say that, but... Does seriously have to end it that way? We're genuinely looking at the start of something new here. And I want you to be part of that, but then I think of what you did, and... God damn it. I genuinely want to like you two. I mean, you've saved us. I really want to help you. Yet you've made it so hard. Why did you have to make it so hard? I think I saw an empty room to the east. You won't be able to harm anybody inside there. So, whenever you're ready. You're doing great, you. Also, have you done your homework yet? We're all so very proud. But you know what'd make us prouder? Kill Susie. Kill Susie. Kill Susie. And good night. King Nino's the best. Just a little while he healed my leg injury. Due to the ghost invasion, we don't have any proper hospitals set up right now. But as a temp solution, our king offered to heal the wounded himself at no cost. Well, some TV cost, I guess. Why am I sitting like this if I'm still injured? If I were still injured? As if I were still injured? You know what I meant. No, I'm not. I'm just tired of standing all the time. I mean, how does everyone else do it? And in my experience, most of us don't. I'm just here to get my permits to set up a cookie bakery. As kid as I am to finally operate one, as I started talking about it, there's been this guy who's been spinning outside my window every night, throwing rocks and shouting, "Mamma mia! There can only be one baker in this town, you lousy thief, huh?" Why do they call me a football brand? It's not called football, you dirty limey! Maybe if I talk to that guy, we could work something out. Maybe not. How do you bake anything spinning like that all the time? It truly is a conundrum, isn't it? Anyway, it's Politics Bear, everyone's favorite bear that talks about politics. Before the ghost invasion, our king had a massive emphasis on tourism. To that end, he put me in charge of building Forest's marketplace. You know, the type of place where you can find everything. All in the name of welcoming our foreign visitors in style. Yeah, maybe the king was just looking to profit off him, who knows. I don't. Oh, alas. Post-Phasion, the marketplace was wrecked. All of my hard work. Actually, I think some parts of it were spared. In fact, that blacksmith guy was still operating last time I saw him. Perhaps his cats were keeping the ghosts away. Who knows? I have a theory, but I'm not sure, so I won't tell. It was totally the cats. cats are the saviors of us all. Grillby has been hiding in the ceiling ever since this invaded. Now that things have died out, the possibilities are endless. It's just hiding on the floor. Grillby is motivated to pursue his lifelong dream. Karaoke bar owner. Impressive for someone with no vocal cords. Ooh, it is me, the final boss phase 1. I'm ready to get pummeled. We're in the epilogue. Oh my god, just let me have one thing. Just be a minor NPC, they said. Who's got time for that? Society cannot stifle my ambition. I will grow back my flesh one day. I don't know, you seem like you'd make a much spookier, scarier final boss the way you are now. Well, hey there. Visiting from a foreign cyberland, and I just gotta say, you've got a pretty quaint place here. Barely touched by the free market. Heh. I would dare to say somebody needs to inject a little bit of business. I'm too cowardly to do it. And we're all better off for it. Oh, he's kind of like the hacker, but he's not. He is in fact unique sprites. You can tell because he's kind of lopsided. My dad bought me the suit for high school prom and everyone mistook me for a businessman. Since then I accepted the role that fate gave me and became a seller of goods. But only at proms. I'm here like a Tots Fire guy. Well, just when I thought I was dead, they pulled me back in. Almost if someone made a wish to keep me alive. Imagine. By the way, I have one question. Do you remember my name? Yes. It seats chairsman. You think I'd ever forget a pun that bad? To be remembered even after so long. It's such a peaceful feeling. We killed him, he's dead now. Hello, Inkling Girl. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Everyone looks happy. I must have passed out. Nothing really rings any bells for me. But I remember something about an explosion, a loud noise. I think I remember the scorched heat of the blast turning everything dark. I was terrified. I called for help for what seemed like hours. And then I looked up. A light from the sky. I wasn't sure what it was, but it said, "Now on your tube. Walker, I'm going to break into your house. Official music video." But we're all fine, right? Everyone seems fine, so it must have been just a weird dream. Hopefully that's the case. Really suck if it didn't. But she's a blush, she's straight from the bean. Right, I have to get home. Would you be able to give me directions? The last person I asked told me they were not having any. She told her 306 north latitude, 48363 east longitude. Thank you. Should be able to get back now. Wait, aren't we on a floating island? She has finally overcome life's biggest trouble. Directions. The trouble is finding a parachute. Gonna have to get our industry back first, aren't we? Wow, I'm actually a very fast snail. I've gotten all the way over here. This rock grants me speed, and makes turtles weep. How cool. Yeah, fuck turtles. Okay, real talk. You have this huge selection of characters and only a few can appear in the epilogue. But you pick the Ficus guy. I mean, I'm not complaining, I enjoy the spotlight, but man. Ficus, man. The others shine too, is all I'm saying. Hey, he's humble about it, that's fine. Well, hopefully you can make the most out of talking to other people. I've never made the most of anything in my life, especially not the ficus man. I am a completely separate guy. You tell? I was born with a very slightly different shade of color. Yeah, so go compare mine and the other ficus guy sprites, you'll see. You'll all see. It's a good thing I'm the only ficus guy around right now. It's also a good thing that I'm only ever able to look in this one direction. I am the ficus guy with recessive genes. Can't you tell? Shall by looking at me and going like, oh, that ficus guy looks like someone with recessive genes. This is how normal people talk. You know, genes are overrated. People do get affected by nurture. In the same way I consumed dew off a certain ficus, the ficus consumed the genes off my body. You know, it's not genes, but memes. Tell me, Snake, have you ever heard of Big Chungus? Big Chungus? That's right, Snake. Big Chungus. He's just some cartoon rabbit, right? Oh, not just some rabbit. The most famous rabbit that ever lived. Bugs Bunny himself. In the 1940s, during the peak years of the Looney Tunes franchise, Warner Brothers released a cartoon by the title of Wabbit Twubble. So on and so forth, look up the rest of the video. I gotta make some actual original content at some point or they'll take away my streaming license. I am the ficus gal. Have you met my brothers? Ficus Guy, and Ficus Guy? Are their real names Joey, Paul, Will, and Frankie? Did we resurrect them? Is that what's happening here? Guy Ficus was supposed to appear as well, though he couldn't make it. Not sure why, something about a TV show called Triple Do. For what it's worth, I'm just not feeling this whole dew-consuming thing. I mean, anything that appears as that specific shade of green is definitely poison, that's all I'm saying. Why is it always ficuses anyway? Our forefathers have always done so much with them. That's why I'm taking it to the next level.
Don't eat the poison! It's bad for you!
Yes. This is why you should not do the dew. Cactus. Alright, I feel this time we're gonna win this staring contest if it's the last thing I do. The frog. Hey, could you relay a message to the king? Tell him that... No. This has to be something I'll personally relay. The big threat is gone, but the stray spawns remain. The king will need a strong army to truly bring the peace back. I'm still gathering my nerves, but soon I'll become part of that army. If we're gonna make a difference, I want to be part of it. I'll show No I know I can change too. Hey, the rabbit, you're alive. I was concerned, especially since I actually saw you die. Well, that's... reassuring? Perhaps? They've adapted to their new life. We can't read Susie's diary. No, we can. No, we can't. We cannot read Susie's diary anymore. Or look in her closet, but there's a chair here. Feels like someone was supposed to be here. After thinking about it, you haven't seen him in a while. Where did he go? I wonder if any of his still dead. Oh, definitely. No one would care enough to resurrect that guy. He was creepy. Despite the powerful wish you've made, it seems that you may have left some things behind. Then again, this is supposed to be Noino's throne. Yes, that's great. What were you thinking? I was ordered to do a head count of every survivor, but thought I heard a noise from this toilet, and now I don't know if someone's inside there. So awkward as this sounded, I was staring into the toilet water for some time, and I think I saw my own face within. It was my reflection? Ah, you're right. A reflection of my past sorrows, encased within this bowl of truth. It was so emotionally infecting that I forgot to keep doing my old voice. This bit sucks. Can't look at this photograph. All these bottles. For some reason, the toilet looks like it's been split through a JPEG converter. Why it's blocking your way, you did not even cross your mind. JPEG thing's more important. Jump over it, are you mad? The world's gravitational pull forces the game camera to be at a top-down angle, and you're expecting to jump over things? Madness. Guess, that's all there is left. I don't really have anywhere else to go. Nothing else we can do. Lancer is in fact still dead. There's only one thing left. So you're king now. Weird as hell, isn't it? Like, I know I hatched myself up for this a while back, but didn't actually expect it to happen. Talking up to the times Noino talked too big for his own good. But it was the one time you set up an impossible brag. And achieved it. But after admitting your flaws. Not all my flaws, Susie. So you're not perfect. Who is? Susie, I might have appreciated this pep talk once. But you've committed to murdering people. I can't believe in true change as long as you won't change that. He's kinda got you there, Susan. Just don't let the others know I said that. A king can't be seen doubting himself. Wait. No, I know. I'm only going to say what I'm about to say, because we've only got minutes worth anyway. For months, there's been something wrong with me. You has been affected by a similar wrongness. It's something that explains us. But we can only say so much about it before we can't say anything anymore. Does that make sense? No, I know. I'm choosing my words carefully, and I'm doing so for a reason. And he looks at me. I was wondering about that. You've been acting strange. Kinda like how you act, Susie. You know. Deranged. Since we entered the lodge, I could barely recognize them. I barely understand why they heel-turned that badly. Man, it's impressive being a fan of wrestling when you live in a post-apocalyptic wasteland that also doesn't have any TVs. So what's happening to them? That's what happened to you as well, Susie? Thinking back to my past right now, would you be interested in hearing about it? I'd like to hear about it. Here you go, then. I would like to know who you are. I would like you to be a character at some point, not a convenient plot device. My mother seems to have lost interest in me at an early age. Hey, me too. Crazy, right? I must have been, what, 13? 13, yes, when she kicked me out of her home. Now outside her doorstep, there was no other option but to just roam. Hoping the way finds me if I don't find it first. Shelter was never permanent, of course. The city made sure of it. The city is not your friend. They've always found one reason or another to chase me off, wherever I settled. To them, I was a freak, a masquerader among the homeless. They would do anything to drain me of will. Needless to say, something like that happens enough times, and you start getting just a little pissed. And I found an ex. Just sitting right on the corner of the road. Awful conveniently placed, too. Thank you for the hydrate, Luna. Started carrying it around as kind of a message. Near me and you'll never get away again. And I was a teenager, don't judge. It sounded great at the time. Never actually thought of what would happen if someone did come near me, though. I mean, if I actually swung at someone with that thing, I'd go to jail. It was a pretty poor plan, all in all. So poor that on the third day of carrying said axe, I met a human who wasn't afraid of me at all. I shouted some of the most vile things I could think of. All the while, the human kept approaching. I screamed at them, threatened their lives, their family. I didn't even hesitate once. They kept walking ever closer. And I felt like that was going to be it. The end of me. Until they stopped in front of me and reached out for a hug. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but I saw that they were around my age, so I reached back. This person who I've never met before and had no reason to trust. Thought to myself, did they seriously just risk their life for a hug? Why would they be that stupid? Not realizing until a long while later, the hug wasn't for them. They apologized for not finding me sooner. That's when the kid showed me the orphanage. I made more friends there than I could mentally process at the time. Noelle was one of them, once. Anyway, that was all just for context. The real point was answering what I was like in the past. And if I could sum it up using a few select words, they'd be crude, mean, meme possibly as well. Spent 20 hours a week playing dumb pranks on the town's adults. Shoplifted more times than I can count. Yeah, that's barely even a crime. I guess I wasn't a very pure-hearted soul even back then. But at the very least, I would have never shoplifted my friends. Well, in part because they don't own a store to begin with, but also just because they really wouldn't have deserved it. But you know, mostly the physically impossible bit that feels more important. The very idea of me having friends was a miracle in itself. So I would have done everything to keep that miracle alive. I must have changed a lot since then. I miss those days. I want those days back. Get my friends from a Dollar Tree. And the Dollar Tree, seriously? Jeez, at least get a little self-respect. At least hit a Walmart. You know, someone who's gonna, like, respect the loss, but not actually be negatively impacted by it. That's how you enact real change in this world. Oh, but if you try to help me, I'll kill you. Never forget that. Go to hell. I knew you hated me. Not you, Susie. There's no way I'd hate you after hearing that. I was talking to whatever just made you say those last words. Karma will take care of you one day. I'm too tired to laugh. We have to go. You, Susie, hollow as these words may sound, I truly wish there was something I could do. I'm sorry. That phone is still ringing. The end awaits beyond here. There's still some time to stall. This is There really isn't, is there? You've done everything you were able to. Time to leave. Oh, actually, one more thing. Just one more thing. I probably should have done this sooner, but it just dawned on me. I've never even shown you my face. This is going to be the soda gag again, is it? The what now? Anyway, I just thought if you saw who I used to be. You'd, Hey, you know what else just dawned on me? Person underneath this hat doesn't matter. Matters who he will become. He'll never be perfect. And he can always strive to change what makes him worse. Thanks, Susie. Of course. Can't believe we don't get a no enough face reveal. That plot twist, the face under the hat is literally just Dream. Constantly pushing his jaw forward, taking the exact smile from the DreamWorks posters. I'll go on ahead. Better ready your weapon. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I've heard. What are you all trying to convey to me? Could you, be a bit clearer? So that dark fountain is just kinda there. Susie's been gone since a time no one can recall. I'm her ghost. And it's my turn to disappear next. And that was it. That was Ribbit. It was very unbalanced, and I felt like the plot was very contrived. But in the end, I think I did enjoy myself. I mean, how many other mods can you play where you feature Majima, a fraud cosplaying as Goto Majima from the Yakuza franchise? The boss still sucks though. Everyman is the worst, and I would not like him. Big Chungus, a cartoon rabbit. Yep, Toby Fox for making Undertale. And some other stuff. You know, I think he worked on like Pokemon at one point too. He's a pretty small indie dev though, I doubt you've heard of him. He's a Big Chungus fan art. Don't you dare. Our sincere thanks to the city and county of El Paso for their cooperation. Oompa loompa doompa dee doo. I've got the perfect puzzle for you. Our final score? Times no said fuck. 18. New game plus unlocked, new ending unlocked, laying a folder unlocked. And then the game just closed on its own. That's nice. Alright, there's a folder in here. The password is Manos. Can I throw this up on screen to make this a lot more visually interesting? Alright, here we are. This is very poorly laid out. I don't know if you can read it, but it is, Actually, hold on. There we go. Can I interest you all in some lore, perhaps? Originally, it was a school. An unknown individual came along. Hold on. I'm sorry, I gotta. It wouldn't be me if I weren't obsessive. There we go. Originally, it was a school. An unknown individual came along and repurposed its dying walls to serve as an orphanage. But it was originally a school. That wasn't just us being lazy. There is a lore-based reason for it. I promise. It just didn't seem to function like an official one. Any kid could come in and call it their new home. As for that unknown individual, after the orphanage was established, they seemed to just vanish before anybody could get their name. Though the kids wondered about their whereabouts, eventually, they forgot about the owner. Replenishments were delivered daily via a machine, its source origin still confusing us to this very day. The automation of the whole place is genuinely impressive as much as it is bizarre. To the point where if you're not taking care of your hygiene, this big-ass hand contraption appears from a slot in the ceiling and drags you straight into one of the showers. Happened to one of the cops investigating the place, as silly as it sounds. The orphanage is assured to take care of you. The building itself, I mean. Not the people within it. But the orphanage stupidly never accounted for security, or how to handle the more volatile kids. Then again, we never made it clear if whoever built it left the orphanage with their own volition. Either way, though the orphanage remained relatively peaceful for many years, a realization shook the entire foundation. A majority of the kids decided the orphanage was no longer safe, so they all scattered in their own directions. It all started with the disappearance of you and Susie, last names unknown. You was told to be the last chance to save the species of frogs from going extinct. Due to their human-like appearance and their tendency to hide away from the world, it was difficult to track them down. And unfortunately, by the time we did, you and Susie were both pronounced dead, found within one of the rooms in the orphanage. Cause of death was a long fall. Akin to those of an axe. Not at all coincidentally, an axe was found stashed away in Susie's jacket. It can't have been a very big axe in that case. Come on, Sonny, one of you would have been able to fight back against that. Come on, you aren't that useless. What are you doing back up there? According to the other kids, Susie displayed a change of personality after a couple of months of staying in the orphanage, and it made her generally intimidating to be around. What made her especially troubling was her tendency to latch onto the orphanage's newcomers when she took away to undisclosed locations. From the perspective of the kids, they justified not ever seeing those newcomers. This is obnoxious. And by figuring that they ran away from the orphanage after Susie's behavior scared them away. But the real truth was that across a span of at least a whole year, Susie killed 37 kids who were only hoping to have a fresh start at the orphanage. And this somewhat changed the story of you and Susie's death. And at that point, it was assumed that Susie deliberately pushed you off the edge, causing the frog to fall to their death. What troubles me is, why did Susie follow suit? She's killed so many victims, but could she really have been satisfied with this? Did she really kill herself on purpose, or was her fall an accident? Additionally, if her modus operandi was a swift blow to the head with an axe, why'd she suddenly switch it to a long fall? I believe there was a third party at play here. Perhaps one of the kids found out about Susie's body count and chose to end her life by pushing her off that edge when her back was turned. In turn, that caused Susie to get flung at you. They both wound up falling together. It could be likely that the real killer didn't notice you was even there. It was half deliberate, half an accident. Yeah, that sounds plausible. Certainly a better theory than the one that kid gave me with the ghosts making the room collapse. They certainly had a vivid imagination. Honestly, I didn't think kids still believed in ghosts. Do you believe in ghosts? Well, there are some places where people do believe in ghosts. And with good reason. Hold on, I just gotta stall for a bit so we can get this back. There we go. The 5 stages of the gift are as follows. Number 1. Considerable exposure to a haunted point, an area inhabited by a large amount of ghosts. When you consider the number of people who've died in the entire history of the human race, wouldn't most places be places with a large amount of ghosts? Now, considerable exposure to a haunted point sends you to an unconscious state. Upon regaining consciousness, there may be a chance you'll wake up with glowing eyes, thus bringing you to a point of no return. There are several things factoring into whether or not you obtain the gift. Non-humans, for example, have better chances of obtaining it. It also tends to get picky about your gene structure, blood type, amount of deceased family members, their importance to the victim, and lastly, their overall mental state. The weaker it is, the more likely it is that you'll be susceptible to the gift. Remember, kids, you're not neurotypical, you just have superpowers. Shortly after obtaining the gift, hallucinations spring about that pose themselves as ghosts of your deceased family members. They are not real in any way, but either way you're convinced to believe in them entirely. Everything happens within your brain, which becomes infested with microorganisms, viruses of sorts, that manipulate the brain to see, hear, and sometimes even feel what's not really there. No matter how horrible the victim's family members may have been in reality, the hallucinated versions of them are always pleasant, polite, and overall loving to the victim. They often offer to chat, send encouraging words. They support the gifted to one of the best of their abilities, all to ensure that the victim lets their guard down and develops a trust with the hallucinations. With that, the mental locks on the victim fade away, and the microorganisms can bury themselves into the deeper parts of their mind. As the victim's trust with its imaginary family members grows deeper, the victim becomes more susceptible to its commands. After a certain point, the microorganisms gain near total control of the victim, and proceed to give up the happy family charade, replacing their prior mannerisms with a much more straightforward tone, and commanding the victim to kill in order to create more ghosts in their wake. The victim may try to resist against these commands, and that's when the microorganism uses its ability to make the victim feel things that are not really there. By mangling the brain in such a way as to induce pain, the victim eventually lets go of its preconceived notions of rebellion and does as it's told. All the while, the microorganisms manipulate its emotions and spoken words, as to not raise suspicion from others. Despite this, the microorganisms are not very good at not raising suspicion. They're kind of dumb, actually. Like, they're single-cellular organisms. It's not their fault. They don't know what digital watches are. They don't even have multiple brain cells. Honestly, don't you have opposable thumbs and you're trying to get away with murder, dumbasses? There's some multitasking at hand. While the victim is racking up the amount of bodies sent away to the land of the dead, it scouts out other potential subjects for the gift, which it proceeds to lead into the nearest haunted points. Following losing consciousness, if the subject wakes up without the gifted one will almost undoubtedly kill them off, seeing as the subject has effectively lost all usefulness. Susie then calls these subjects protagonists, referring to the titular characters of a story. That doesn't seem to make much sense. Within any world, there can only truly be one protagonist. Yet Susie apparently has found more than a couple of them. There must be a different meaning to that word. Like some sort of tick. Like some sort of the tick available now on whatever channel that show aired on. I don't know, I never watched it. Righty-ho then. There are 5 of these files in total, if you were confused. Entry number 71. Hey again, sorry for the wait. It's been like 2 months since the last entry. Jeez. I mean, it's like they all have to be these long dwindling rambles, Alfies. You could just take the time to write a short one, too. It's just I don't think I've ever been this busy in my life. So much to do, so much time, so little time to sit around. Anyway, I've watched episode 2 of Mew Mew Kissy Cutie too. I genuinely don't know why I'm still watching this. Literally nothing's happening. Mew Mew's been reduced to a soundboard of catchphrases and the same stupid joke. A yarn on loop. If they'd have just followed the manga arc, all this could have been avoided. But instead, for whatever reason, let's make our own ending in which nothing happens. And alright, let's make the best characters from the manga never appear because who cares about them, right? Seriously. Luffy Poof got robbed. That sucked. Thankfully, there's one way to forget about bad anime, and that's through work. Like I said, I've been busy. I was asked to build 2 robot bodies, with an unbudgetable deadline to boot. As a result, I've been working on them simultaneously, trying to cut down on some time by using the same system for both of them. I can't describe the expectations put on me in any way other than stressful. I'm so close to the finish line. Thank God, too. Yeah, reading stream, apparently. They decided to front-load all the lore at the end when we're gonna stop paying attention to it. That's sensible, right? And now the stream is dead. Boy, I sure do hate my job. Okay, let's talk about the first robot. And just in advance, sorry if I'm about to geek out or anything like that. I've been holding off on talking about this for 2 months. And just the concept itself interested me, not to mention the execution. I call it meta. My client chose that name. The client being, a ghost of all things. Luckily I had my translator on hand. It wasn't a perfect translation, but it was enough to piece together the gist. Plus, nodding and shaking your head tends to be a universal language too. The client intends to inhabit the body of Meta as their new persona, an all-purpose entertainment robot designed to appeal to the common denominator and, more importantly, designed to achieve fame on the global level. Now, I've been around the block. I know how the algorithm works and what rakes in those internet clicks. So I suggested the idea of giving Meta the longest, thickest legs. The client did not even hesitate in showing their approval. And of course, I threw in some just for fun stuff. Jet wings, arm cannon, a nuke button. Naturally, I expect my client to utilize discretion when utilizing all 3 of those, though I might have to revise the nuke button being at the bottom of the left shoe. I got a little tipsy that night. The meta body has entered its beta stages. That's when they fill in all the blacks. The black spaces that are left behind after you do the initial sketch outline. Manga jokes. Now I'm just trying to iron out all the kinks that might make it, well, unintentionally explode. For example, the Neo form is currently extremely prone to overheating and can't be switched on for more than 3 minutes before it just gives out. That's why until I fix that whole problem, I currently have the body set to paparazzi mode, which gets rid of the wings and the weaponry and switches the clothing to have Meta resemble a type of gang biker. The purpose of this was so if Meta ever has to bypass his future crazy fans and stalkers without being noticed, he just needs to switch into this poor man's outfit. And everyone's fooled. But also, you might guess, this form's a lot less power intensive, so that's one way we have to stick with until Neo's patched up. I'll be working on that through the next couple nights. Try to call my client to see what they think so far. But before that, there's the matter of the other body. With the other client. I'll be honest, I don't want to be thinking about this right now. The body's complete, don't get me wrong, but there's something wrong with it. And I don't know what to do. Actually, okay. Let me back up a little bit. I don't know how she found out about my experiments, considering I've been keeping them a secret from the orphanage. But Susie came up to me and asked me to turn her into a robot. Actually, asked is a nice way of putting it. The way she worded it, I felt like I didn't have much of a choice. She never answered me directly. When I asked why she'd want to do something so drastic. I mean, she's not a ghost, she's a living, breathing person. I take that away. But I think the crux of the matter is that Susie's just tired of herself. Ever since that kid left the orphanage, I guess she was pretty distraught about it. Now her constant mood swings, her violent demeanor. Nobody wants to be around her. All too afraid. Maybe she's becoming self-aware of that and wants to change. So I'm not entirely against helping her. There could be a good person in there. I know I'm punctuating this with a lot of could'ves and maybes. I just, you know. No, Alfies, I don't know. Would you like to explain to the rest of the class? So I built her new body. I tried to make it resemble her as closely as possible. It's what she said she wanted. Now, personally, if I wanted to change, wouldn't it make more sense to request a new appearance? That's what I thought, but she's the boss. We then transplanted her brain into her new body, and that was awful to do. Almost puked having to remove the brain. Eventually, I figured that building a tool for carrying the brain over was a cleaner solution, even if I lost some time doing it. So once the brain was inside the body, the idea was to send circuits traveling into it that removed all the parts about Susie that no one likes, only keeping the ones that could be considered positive traits. Brains are a fickle thing to work with. Though I know some things, it's not my area of expertise. One wrong move and she could die. With that in mind, I chose to be extra careful, and before doing anything with Susie's brain itself, I made a copy of it. Decided to run some simulations. So here's the setup. We have a copy of Susie's brain, some random leftover prototype of a body I had lying around, and a stack of stock footage films from random everyday activities. I chuck the brain copy into the body, put it into REM sleep mode. From there, I start feeding various bits of footage into the brain's dreams. The idea is to choose footage that will cause the brain to emit specific emotional responses, such as joy, sadness, nostalgia. Susie's brain, whether she was awake or not, behaved erratically and without cause. So the end goal is to keep fine-tuning that until her responses feel, normal. But here's the thing that scares me. What I realized during the tests was that there's something else going on in Susie's brain besides just mental trauma. I can't explain it from a scientific standpoint. It almost looked like the shape of her brain was twisting and malforming, altering in real time. Going ahead with the tests regardless didn't bring in anything that could have made this better. Didn't matter what footage of the brain dreamt. The body did not shift and the face remained still. No smile, no frown, no gritted teeth. Which is not to say it was unresponsive, no. I am 100% certain the brain received the footage correctly. The lack of reaction was a reaction in itself. Which means only one conclusion. For God knows what reason, Susie's response to all the footage she saw is that of disinterest. Is it an improvement from her aggressive, scary side? No, not really. Because if those tests were right, Susie's state went from aggressiveness to complete emotionlessness, literally not at all what she or I wanted. Who cares if she can't angrily yell at you? Now she lacks empathy, the ability to differentiate between good and bad. Next week she might kill someone and won't even realize she's done anything wrong. I don't get it. Did this only happen when I ripped her brain out of her body? Did I screw up? The only thing I know for sure is the tests I performed on the copy of Susie's brain, thrice, are 100% what her real brain would respond like as well. If I activate the body Susie's brain is in right now, she'll wake up and quickly come to realize, no matter how excited she wants to be about her body, she won't be. No matter how terrifying her realization is, she won't be able to express it. I've turned her into a lifeless, emotionless creature. I can't put her brain back into her original body. This is a scientist's code, not a surgeon's. There's no way I can tell anyone what I've been doing here. I've been wondering if I'd just halt this whole thing. I've never let Susie wake up. And of course, that'd be the same as letting her die. I can't bring myself to let that happen. If I decide to wake Susie up, if I let her know how badly I messed up, I'd not be afraid of how she'll react. But I am afraid of what she'll do. She might get the do. Alright, that's probably the microbes from the gift interfering somehow. Or maybe Susie's just a natural-born sociopath. And the gift was what was happening earlier. Nobody knows what Monos was. I mean, I know what Monos was. It was a crappy movie. Monos never gave an indication of its own existence. It never spoke. Never. It never declared itself as the ruler of all. It never had a physical form. It didn't care. It wasn't alive. It didn't have a mind. No reason. No reason for Monos to evolve. Somehow it still did. There was once a man who wandered into the forest's warm embrace so he could worship the being known as Monos. The man's unquestionable loyalty was recognized, and the two became intertwined. Monos' eyes, ears, tongue, cartoonishly oversized kneecaps. The Master. A man who was given the gift of immortality in exchange for setting Monos free under the world. The task was not easy. In order for Monos to escape the forest, a sacrifice of 75 women was required. More specifically, a sacrifice of their hands. They all had to be gathered at once, and with every hand set ablaze, Monos' grasp over the forest could grow. Until finally the chains holding the being back can finally break. The task was not quick. The Master had to kidnap many women, but kidnapping too many within a short span of time would draw unwanted suspicion from the world outside the forest. They would become the Master's wives, but not without conversion by force. The process was slow. One by one. Some managed to escape, while others had unpure hands. There was no point in disposing of them, however. It'd be such a waste. Due to the weight of the task wasn't accomplished. Monos wasn't free, but in a way the Master was. That was just a plot synopsis of Monos the Hands of Fate. Due to the weight of the task, though immortal, centuries of reanimation took a progressive toll on the master's body. Skin turned gray. Eyelids grew heavier. A body that may be alive but too weak to continue carrying out the ultimate goal of Manos. So yes, the master was set free, and he was never seen again after that. I imagine he probably did not approve of being left to die like that. And why else would he have gone to worship? A being that grants no wishes. Oh, maybe he just didn't think that far ahead because he was a character in a really crappy movie. Never attribute to malice that which can be adequately explained by stupidity. A hunt for the master's successor began and unsuccessfully ended on the same day. Manos' place was in the forest, continuing to remain imprisoned. The wives were conditioned to stay within a certain range of Manos, to eliminate the possibility of escape. They certainly could not look. Nobody could. Until the day comes when another man wanders into the forest ready to swear their loyalty to Manos. There was nothing that could be done. All seemed lost. Until a young woman with an axe arrived one day, eyes all strange and an expression that said very little. She approached the campfire of the wives, glaring at their gawking faces. She said but one thing. "Give me back my mom." The wives gathered together and prepared to fight to the bitter death. Years of effort would not be disrupted by this one simple creature. Yet, something gave pause. Because the truth is, killing a man felt so simple to them. But they'd never killed a woman before. It is at this point where the purple-haired girl would have been turned into the next wife, but her power, her glare, her dangerous aura. Who knows when a chance like this will happen again? She must become their new master. But how to convince her? And so, Manos spoke in such a way that only the purple girl would hear. "You will get your mother back. You'll be able to see her again and again, for as long as you please. In exchange, you must swear your loyalty to me, for as long as I have use of you, for as long as I remain in this forest. Gather new wives for me. Use any method you desire. Just as long as in the end, I will become the de facto owner of all living beings. Say yes now, or never speak a word of your own choosing again." I am aware that is the voice of Torgo and not the Master, but Torgo's voice is just more fun to do. It just so happened that the purple girl knew where to find wife candidates. She lives in an orphanage. Newcomers come and go every week. I grow so tired of these games, Mr. OBS. Only a few months later, the task was accomplished, as 75 wives were gathered to sacrifice themselves for a new age of torment. I mean, some people would be into that, I don't know. In the middle of the forest's nowheres, a lodge materialized, and a quarter of our population stared at that building far too long and succumbed to instant death. Manos was free. And you can get your free Manos with every purchase of Planters Manos Peanuts. They're like peanuts, but they come in sets of 5. Alright, file 5, give me something good. At 7 a.m., Noelle woke up, groggy, still half asleep, strongly fixated on stairs that automatic. 7 a.m., Noelle woke up, groggy, still half asleep and strongly fixated on stairs that automatically move themselves. It takes her a minute to realize this concept already exists. It's called an escalator, and she thought it was really onto something there. Easy come, easy go. Now it's time to get up and begin yet another Monday. Mondays. Am I right? Her usual morning routine over with, she headed out the doors and rode her bicycle over to work. On her way, she waved at passing neighbors, who waved right back. Noelle became somewhat of a known cheerful butterfly within this region of the city. Everyone knew her. Everyone adored her. Her work was not far off. She's a florist now. Her previous jobs had proved to be getting progressively more hectic. Now that she's nearing her 30s, she figured it's time to slow things down and find something more peaceful. Surrounded by nature. Perhaps this is what she'll do for the rest of her life. It's not a bad way to go out. If I collapse and kneel over, at least it'll be right here in the shop, surrounded by flowers. I look like a sleeping beauty, Noelle liked thinking strangely morose thoughts. But only if nobody is around to hear them. Nobody is around to help. Some customers came and went. Each one had their own story to tell. A gift for a friend, or their wife. Maybe just something for themselves. Noelle would help them decide. They would get sidetracked and just start talking about their life. Then, out the door they went. That mild breeze of air that would swing by would remind Noelle that she's by herself. Truthfully, Noelle had a lot of friends. And a lot of them felt near and dear to her health. I didn't forget how to talk, you forgot how to talk. And a lot of them felt near and dear to her heart. Sometimes she wonders if she'd risk her life more for the flowers than the locals she chats up on a daily basis. Yet at the same time, could it be that Noelle's just not trying hard enough to make connections with people? No, of course not. She's been trying her hardest. It's clear to her that she's not hated. People really do like her. Yet they just feel so distant. Back in her traveling days, Noelle heard rumors of a flower that can talk. And this isn't about echo flowers. Noelle has seen plenty of them in the shop right here. Not very hard to find. No, Noelle means sentient flowers. Those that have the kind of intelligence and speech ability that any other person does, if not more of it. She's wondered for a long time. Can she grow a flower like that of her own? If those were right, she had some general awareness of the exact steps required to create a talking flower. For some time now she's been taking care of a particular breed, of the Alpine Delphinium. It's not the back of the shop, in the garden. It was not for sale, of course. And truthfully, it couldn't be any flower that she could have tried raising into a talking one. But something felt right about this one. At least it used to. She spent much time cultivating it, yet there have been no results. It's just another flower. Same as all the others. Noelle decided that today will be the last time she'll try getting it to talk. If it doesn't work out, she plans to get rid of the delphinium and never look back again. It's true she's been telling herself that for over 10 years, but this time it's an absolute must. So she reached into her drawer, got an urn out. Going into her garden with the urn, she stood over the delphinium with a spoon in the other hand, but to spread a pinch of the urn's contents over the flower. No, maybe 2, 3 pinches this time, or maybe... It's her last time doing this, right? At this point, why not just dump the entire thing on it? It's either kill the flower or do nothing at all. But she has very little to lose at this point. And so, her mind made up, she flips the urn upside down, and the dust inside falls. Noelle kneeled down in front of the flower and stared at it intently for minutes. She was giving it time to absorb the dust. It can't possibly be an instant process. Soon the dust becomes absorbed by the soil. It feels like something should happen any moment now. A moment of anticipation, where any next second could immediately change Noelle's life as she sees it. The flower talks, Noelle's life will change significantly. If the flower does not talk, Noelle will make sure that her life changes significantly. But within this moment, before the answer is truly known, Noelle kneels before the flower and awaits the outcome that cannot be predicted. But once it comes to pass, it'll be really exciting, won't it? Noelle waits. Noelle waits. Noelle waits. She gets closer to the delphinium, and she asks, "Susie?" She asks, "Susie? Can you hear me?" But did Susie hear her? We might never find out. There's also a language file in here. Apparently this game is a Japanese translation. That's nifty. Don't see a lot of mods that are like that. And I'm going to try reopening the game just to see if anything happens. Alright, come on. Load. Load, damn you. Ribbits. Oh, that's here again. Suppose that's where we leave off unless I decide to do New Game Plus. That was interesting. I feel like we got a lot of pieces there. I see how some of them connect, but not all of them. I am very curious about... The biggest question I have is why did you and Susie have such different reactions to the ghost killy brain parasite thingies that form up the gift? Why did Susie become a cultist of the Master? And why did she do all the stuff she did when we were in there? Well, you was focused entirely on killing Susie. I still don't understand it. Guess one of those questions I have to chew over later. It's about the game that had a solid snake as a chair, such a deep lore. Colonel, I'm chair. I'm not sure if I have any deep epiphanies after thinking this over for a night. I'll post them on the Discord or something, probably, unless I forget. I don't even know where we go from there.